Is it? How can you tell?
Top right, the extra Wi-Fi there.
There we go. All right.
Well, you know, we're the same size, so sure will.
This is always. Mike is actually also on my Facebook page. He's a co-administrator. He posts stuff, and he uses a moniker. He's into comic books and stuff. He goes to all these comic conventions. He calls himself Captain something. I don't know. He also is a self-proclaimed heavyweight champion of nursing. So that's his thing. So he's in New York. You'll love his accent. They love it in the class too, and he talks just like a New Yorker. Here we go.
I lost a lot. Right. Let me see this. Well, you know, we're the same size, so sure will. Let me see this. I like the look. What do you guys think? That's nice. All right. I'm gonna walk over here with my champion of doctors. So let's get to the first secret for a sore throat that people in the hospital know about. What is it? I want you to coat your throat. That's going to coat that irritation in your throat and provide a little relief. And for that, I would recommend lozenges. Now, there are two types. Now, the first type is your regular lozenge, like a sucking candy or something like that. And that's going to add saliva in your throat to moisturize the area. Now, in the hospital, when that pain gets really bad, you want to use medicated lozenges like these. And those are going to contain things like benzocaine and lidocaine and menthol. And that's really going to help to soothe that irritation.
So anything you want in the beginning, but these medications they use for pain, they were very clear. Imagine, they're going down your throat, all that air irritating the throat. You want to kill that pain down, and you do that with things like the benzocaine, the lidocaine, the menthols, these medicated cough drops that are easy to take. You can swallow more readily, you'll feel somebody. Okay, that's the first tip. The second tip that we talk about in hospitals for a sore throat.
And that is to rinse and relieve. Now, I recommend gargling with cold salt water.
Cold?
Why cold? I know. A lot of people think that warm is the way to go. But in fact, that hot water can add more pain to your throat. You go with the cold salt water, and just like everything else, that cold is going to provide a little more relief to the irritated area.
That's what I love about nurses. This practical, thoughtful. The theory doesn't matter. In practice, you're right. All these years I've been doing it wrong. Where have you been?
In nursing school.
All right. It also reduces the swelling. Well stated. And finally, my third tip, again, a hospital solution for the sore throat. And it is?
What's the most important thing? You want to prevent the pain. Now, you know, even nurses, we go home and teach our stethoscope with something that's going to provide relief. But you want to get the right thing to stay ahead of the pain. Now, when it comes to sore throats, take ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen. That's straightforward.
Absolutely. That easy.
And why that versus acetaminophen?
Great question. You know, the fact is both the acetaminophen and the ibuprofen are going to provide the pain relief. But the ibuprofen is going to help relieve some of that tissue swelling, which is causing that pain to begin with.
And how often do you take it?
Well, again, you want to stay ahead of the pain, okay? Stay in front of it. So you usually take a dose every 4 to 6 hours. And you're going to take about 400 milligrams. The regular strength ibuprofen is usually 2 capsules or tablets or something like that. Now, if that sore throat goes on more than a week, I want you all to come see me and Dr. Oz, and the champ will take care of you.
There you go. And that's not even like hurt. I mean, that's just how he is. He knows his stuff. Everybody, the way we hooked up was he didn't invite me. His facility did the first time I taught up there in New York, and he was in the first class. Matter of fact, I brought my buddy from UAB up there with me. And all during the class, Mike was like all over this stuff. He was like asking questions just like that. And then just something kind of connected, and he passed his test after taking his class. And then a year later, he emails me and says, "Hey, I want to prep the nurses up here to get this too." He says, "Can I get my hospital sponsored again?" I said, "Absolutely." And at that point, I said, "Well, you know, it's kind of cheaper because you already live there. Do you want to help teach some of them?" And so I let him in. So he's done 4 classes. Every time I go in there, he does work on with me. So neat guy. He obviously a little slow, but he knows what he's talking about. Very confident. Just a cool guy. And hats off to him to get the exposure there. But that's been his big thing since that stethoscope thing. He's been all over Twitter and stuff, and really put up all these professional things about nurses, trying to promote better light, being more positive. He's always been strong in ENA. He's been with the local chapter there doing stuff and activities with promoting nursing for quite a while. So just a neat guy. That was cool. I'd share that. I just got that email this morning sometime. So neat stuff. But anyways, people making a positive change and putting good light on stuff, that's for sure.
The nurses have been the most respected professions in the country for decades.
Are they, I know if you read, I see them in the top 5 in some situations.
The one exception that I'm aware of is firefighters who fast nurses, when the years.
Just want to show you, it's kind of cool. And I'll tell him to do that too. Matter of fact, he's a huge Giants fan, obviously, New York Cowboys. And I've got a picture of him being, because one class we did last year coincided with, 2 years ago was the Cowboys Giants Monday night opener game. So we went to his place and watched that teaching class. And even to this day, when we play each other, we text back and forth and talk to this crowd. It's pretty cool. It's a long distance friendship there. Anyhow, moving on, meningitis. So this is an inflammation or infection of the meninges. There's inflammation that goes with it. Bacterial is what's going to kill you. There's Neisseria meningitis, the one that gets toxic and they die. Viral, we also call aseptic, not septic. That's just a painful meningitis with some of the viral-like syndrome with it. They don't typically die from that. If a kid dies from a viral meningitis, it's probably from the dehydration of it. Okay, but the bacterial one is our big trouble we worry about. Neisseria meningitis, Rocephin kills it very easily. That's why it's our choice. Fungal meningitis is very rare. If you got fungal meningitis, you got an immune system issue. That's not a typical infection at all. We're going to talk about a couple of ways to assess for meningeal irritation. Now, the word meningeal irritation means anything that irritates the meninges. There's two big ones that do. Infection is one, blood is the other. So a subarachnoid bleed, you're going to have meningeal irritation. That liquid does not like these products to be there. It's painful. So these tests could actually be used for both of us to assess for the presence of both. We're going to put the context of meningitis as we do it most often. And we're referring to the old stiff neck, the nuchal rigidity. Okay? So at the bedside, we've got a picture of a kid here because typically meningitis is more in the pediatric population. For Koenig sign, the clinician is going to bring the leg up and the hip to 90 degrees. At 90 degrees, they're going to then extend the knee out even further. So basically, you're doing a very profound hamstring stretch. By doing that, it increases the pressure in the CNS. And because that increasing pressure, it hurts because the meninges are irritated. The only thing the body can do to relieve this tension and this pain is almost an unconscious reflex. You can bring the head up in response, trying to decrease that tension along there. Okay, so the clinician raises the leg, in response, the kid's going to raise the head, trying to ease the discomfort. All right. Brzezinski's sign is just the opposite. Instead of raising the leg, now we're going to take the head and we'll flex the head forward. We'll chin the chest over. And again, it also increases the tension in the CNS. And again, the only response to ease the pressure is to